This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Barakat the Yahweh, Barakat the Yahweh Shai, Barakat the Yahweh, Barakat the Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is a name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us his truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. Our brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of James, chapter 5, verse 4, is that what you see in your screen, all right, is proof that the Lord is coming back to judge you wicked Edomites, starting with the elite, all right? Because your whole financial system is based off of fraud, okay, corruption, all right? And this inflation that's hitting America and the world is hurting the children of Israel, okay? That's who the Lord hears, okay? Those are the cries that the Lord hears, the Lord of Sabaoth. He's hearing the children of Israel crying from the fraud, okay, of this corrupt economic system that you elites have put upon them. And so that's why I brought out James 5 and 4, because the Lord hears the cries and he's coming back to judge. That's why he's known as the Lord Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. All right, because this is fraud. All right, you're hurting a man's pockets with this hidden tax, inflation. Inflation is continuing to rise. Here's how it could affect your money, right? And then you deceitfully write articles like this and try to soften the blow using euphemisms, all right? You're very devious in how you write these articles. This is not okay. Last month, the U.S. Consumer Price Index, a survey of variety of goods, rose 5% compared with a year ago. The gain was a bit more than anticipated and the largest increase since the summer of 2008, according to the Labor Department. Right, and y'all have the numbers, so you know who's suffering because of this. Okay. The children of Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, woman, and child. Because they're on fixed incomes. They're on low pay wage jobs. Let's get another one. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth light to them that have it, right? And see, you elites, you know the scriptures, all right? And you know that money is defense. And you're economically hurting the children of Israel, knowing that, okay? But here's the thing, though. The hopeful elect, they understand. And that's why, okay, they've been preaching and warning their people, our people, hey, inflation's coming. Get your house in order. Things are about to get a lot expensive. All right? Let's go back to this article. That has Wall Street buzzing about what inflation means for markets and economy. But what does it mean for you? No, normal people. Normal people. That's the new term. Mostly higher prices. Yeah, there you go. So they're telling you it's going to get expensive. They don't even care anymore. All right? They're like, yeah, it's going to be expensive. But look how they write it. They're like, yeah, it's going to get expensive. But first, it's important to understand what inflation is and where it comes from. Essentially, inflation is the rise in prices you'll pay for goods and services. You have to spend more to get the same things. Some level of inflation around 2% is normal. While inflation has a negative connotation for many people, inflation isn't Inflation itself isn't inherently good or bad. What kind of sick, twisted dimension clown, okay, makes a statement like that? An Edomite, a so-called white man, okay? He's the only one that can say something like that. And you're like, what the hell? Good or bad? Psalm 73 and 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Right? Who's the ungodly? Esau, Edom. Okay? These are the ungodly. Let me get another one. Job 15 and 34. For the congregation of hypocrites, actors shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. 35. Here's the point. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit. And this is deceit. How can you say it's neither good nor bad? It's good for you rich people because you're the ones that own assets. You own land, okay? You own property. So, yes, the value of assets are going to go up for you. But for the average person, okay, well, what you call the normal people, okay, it's going to hurt them because now it's going to cost more to buy that piece of property, that land, all right? Or it's going to cost more to rent because taxes are going to go up because goods and services keep going up. It always affects the little guy. And who's the little guy? Who's at the bottom? Once again, our people. Jill Fapino, President and CEO of O'Brien Wealth Partners. Some level of inflation is the sign that the economy is healthy. Yeah, for those that own property. Once again, inflation is a feature of economic recovery. In the U.S. right now, it's being driven by a few overlapping factors resulting from the Crown-19 pandemic. Low interest rates set by the Federal Reserve, several rounds of direct government stimulus to both consumers and businesses, and pent-up consumer demand that is being unleashed as the U.S. reopens. All of this has led to demand outpacing supply, causing shortages and price spikes in categories of goods, including semiconductor chips, used cars, and housing, among other housing. People need to live. That's why there's a huge, uptick in homelessness, especially down here in Florida. It was just 12 short months ago that many were afraid to even emerge from their homes, says Darren McCoy, Chief Investment Officer at investment advisory firm CEIA, meaning people weren't spending, but now they plan to make up for lost time, as we discussed a few weeks ago. And that's another thing, these people are bugged out. So now they're going to just spend, and not understanding that too much money chasing the few resources that's available is going to cause the price to skyrocket. Okay, that's what causes inflation. There's only a certain amount of commodities in a country at a particular time, at a particular location. And if you got too many people chasing after the same commodity at a particular time, at a particular location, it's going to drive the price, man. That's what causes inflation. Too many dollars in the system and not enough resources to go around. Inflation erodes the average person's purchasing power. Everyone's true inflation rate is different because we all buy different products and services. You could expect to pay more for used cars and car rentals, furniture, airline fares, hotels, and everyday essentials like groceries and gas. Come on, man. Homes, a place to live, and food. This is how you know this place is through. Used car prices rose 29.7% compared with last year. For example, while clothing costs 5.6% more. Housing and remodeling supplies are also sky high. All of this means your paycheck is not going as far as it once did unless your wages are increasing at the same pace, which has not been the case for most individuals. That's why, man, the Lord of Sabaoth is coming, man. He hears the cries of our people because this is fraud, man. So this is to our people. Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. You have sown much and bring in little, right? That's your inflation. You eat, but ye have not enough. You drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earned his wages Earneth wages to put into bags full with holes. Right. And that's our people, man. We're under the curses. All right. That's why we've been telling our people, seek the Lord now. All right. Stop putting your trust in Babylon the Great. This place is over. Look what's going on, man. This inflation is going to cause civil unrest, uproars, man. Violence. Right now, the Fraternal Police Department, okay, the Fraternal Order Police force in the country is like, it's going to be a summer of violence because they know, okay, they've been told that, hey, things are going to get expensive. People are not going to have enough money in their pockets, and so they're going to go crazy. And our people, we're under the curses, so you already know. That's why you got to seek the Lord. Malachi, last one, Malachi chapter 3, verse 5. And I will come near to you to judgment. Well, let me start at 4. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Lord, as in the days of old, as in the former years. Right now, we're doing a spiritual offering. The elect, pushing out, okay? Lord, we're on part of the elect, but these are the attributes of what the elect should be, will be doing, pushing out the word of the Lord, teaching, okay? Going on the highways and byways, teaching, following the law, statutes, and commandments, praying, doing everything, okay, that's pleasant to the Lord. Until we get to the kingdom of heaven, then we're going to be able to do our high holy days, all right? Do it the right way, have the laws in our inward parts. That's going to be pleasant to the Lord. 5. And I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be swift witness against the sorcerers, right? All these bankers, the elites, the Illuminati, those are sorcerers. And with this whole financial system, this is sorcery, okay? This is sorcery to the fullest, man. Inflation is sorcery. And against the adulterers and against false swearers and against those that oppress the hiring in its wages, right? Pursuant back to James chapter 5, verse 4. The Lord is hearing the cries of the laborers that you Edomites, okay, have been defrauding, man. You bring nothing but frauds. And the Lord hears it, and that's why he's coming to judge. Okay? The widow and the fathers, and that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me, saith the Lord of hosts, right? And the way you Edomites are moving, you don't fear the Lord. That's why the Lord is going to break America apart. Okay? And he's doing it. All right? You're going down. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. As you can see, man, hey, this inflation is going to hurt majority of our people. Okay? And the Lord is hearing the cries. And guess what? Hey, you Edomites, you got to pay for this. This is fraud. All right? This is very deceptive what you're doing. And the Lord sees it, and he's going to recompense you for all your wicked deeds, all right? You are the ungodly that prosper in this world, all right? That gain all these riches. You are the ungodly. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakak, Radash. Double honor to the apostles of great millstone who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai said. Love you, brothers. Keep it door. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Keep praying. To the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. Keep praying. Shalom and abad with bon shalom.